Hi everyone, it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet, and today is Sunday, 16th-ish. I'm not really sure what the date is. I generally don't ever need to know the date except when I make a video. And I guess I really don't need to know it because it tells you what day I filmed it if you really care. Or what day I published it or whatever. I mean, who cares, right? But I am filming in the new yarn film space. I'm going to call this my studio. How about that? And of course, it's not complete. It's not even hardly started decorating or being ready. But things are slowly progressing. And I want to welcome you here. This is my finished project wall of things that I have made over the last while. Hey, Chinook. Okay, that's it. I'm showing your butt. Run, little girl, run. Say hi. They can see you. Chloe just got out of the shower and she was making faces and shaking her butt at me. She thought she was going to get away with something. But guess what? There she goes. Her hair's a mess because she hasn't brushed it yet. She just came home for the night. So silly girl. Anyway, she's doing much, much better, as you can see. And her room is right next door there, so she knew I was filming. I told her I was filming, but she just got out of the shower and got dressed, and I was just going to go do her hair and whatever. So, where were we? Oh, yes. Thanks for stopping in. On Friday, I met up with Jen Reeves, who is she is like the super subscriber. I love Jen. We've met several times for lunch and shopping. And so she came like a 2-hour drive from where she lives to where I live, picked me up, and then I drove, and we went another half an hour to meet Rosalie at this yarn shop called Harps and Thistles Yarn and Gift Emporium. And let me hold it this way. I don't know. Can you see? And I put it in front of my own face and I can't see if you can see it. There we go. And it is the cutest little yarn shop. And they specialize in indie dyed yarn. They have classes for knit and crochet, and they have supplies. And you can shop online. So here's that information. And then we did lunch. So we shopped. They do have a lot of yarns that I had to stay away from because some yarns that are wool I have no problem with. Some yarns make me itch. So I'm really careful and I just try to stay away from them, but sometimes they're just beautiful and you have to buy one. And that was the case of this one. It does not make me itch. And and it was on clearance for 50% off, which is right up my alley. And I just loved it. Look at this. Isn't this like so cool? And they only had one of this colorway, or I would have bought more. But this is, what's it called? Baracco Sesame. And it's very soft, but it is 43% wool, 39% acrylic, 9% cotton, and 9% nylon. But it's not scratchy. You feel there's like a little bit of a metallic-y looking in there, and you might feel that. But there's a lot of texture to it. It's got these little nubblies on it. I don't know. I love the colors in it. And so I bought myself this. And I really like it. And then at that same yarn shop, wait, let's start with this. I finished my trivet, and this is made out of kitchen cotton, and I used a 3.75 hook, and it's done. Yay! This is from the hashtag crochet calendar. What did I call it? Hashtag CGC for Charm Grammy Crochet. Crochet Cal, C-A-L. I think 2022 is what I put on there. I made it way too long, I know. So anyway, this is what I finished, and this is what I used. Both of these yarns that are in here are Premier Home Cotton, and they're the size is what they started off as. And obviously I didn't use that much to make this. And this is the leftover of the, I've made a lot of washcloths and pot holders and whatever out of this orange with other colors that I had that went with it. And I barely used this one. So this is going in the scrap bin, even though I'm definitely sure there's enough for a wash rag or whatever in here. And this is going back in the yarn room. And if you are new to my channel or unfamiliar, I have a Facebook group page, which will be listed in the description box below. And I purchased an Annie's, which is downstairs. I didn't bring that up. An Annie's Crochet 2022 calendar. So every month there is a pattern that you can make. And so I have challenged myself and anyone else that wants to make this pattern and has the pattern, has purchased the calendar to make this. Post a picture of it on my Facebook group page, and at the end of the month, you'll win a prize for everyone that participates. Now, the crochet calendar is a paid-for item. I know some people, and some people, they might not even be available anymore, to be honest with you. So I want everyone to be able to participate. So if you have a pattern that's mosaic, like trivet, pot holder, something to that, that size-ish, and you want to participate in the crochet along, then make the pattern. It has to be made this month, and I have to trust you on that because I have no other choice. But it has to be mosaic and like pot holder size. And it doesn't have to be a pot holder. You don't have to make it out of kitchen cotton. But it has to be at least pot holder size. I mean, you can make a whole blanket and that will qualify as long as it's mosaic, but I'm only expecting something pot holder size. Okay. So that's the caveat on that. Post it in my Facebook group page. If you don't have Facebook, you don't know how to use it, whatever, you don't get into that, you can just email me a picture of it. And then I will enter you in the drawing at the end of the month. Right now, there's only one entry, so get on it. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So at the end of the month, what you will win is a 3.75 Susan Bates. Look at this, soft handled. I've never seen these before. I generally don't even look at crochet hooks because I use Clover and I love them. But I saw this at the yarn shop and I asked Rosalie and Jen, I said, did you guys ever see one of these before? Rosalie said she had. Jen, I don't think had, but I never had. So anyway, you're going to get this. You're going to get 2 skeins of kitchen cotton, which I'm not sure what they are yet because I'm just going to grab 2. And that's going to go in the giveaway. And look at this. Ooh, 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 ooh. Isn't it gorgeous? It's reds and lavenders and purples. And there's like, I don't think there's any not dyed. There's navy blue. It is just, isn't it gorgeous? Now this is 954 mixed berries Verano worsted DK. Well, you can look at the yarn while I read it. 205 yards. Hand wash dry flat. And this is the little card, and this is the, there's no dye lot. It's from www.malabrigoyarn.com. So this is the, like, main part of the prize. So you're going to get the hook, 2 skeins of kitchen cotton, because kitchen cotton is what I used to make this. And you're going to get this really nice, I think this is cotton. I'm pretty sure this is cotton. Yeah, Pima cotton. And it's 100% Pima cotton. 100% Pima cotton. It's nice. It's soft. And I'm like, oh, I got to give that up, but I will. So that's going to be what the lucky winner gets. So if you haven't started, make something. Then I will insert some pictures that I took of the yarn shop. I'll insert them in here. And I'll give you a second to look at them, which is going to be really hard for me to keep my mouth shut while I have these pictures posting in front of my face. It was very cute yarn shop. They had a little area where you could sit and crochet. They had some tables you could crochet at. There were several women crocheting in there, just, you know, chatting away, and they all wore masks. Everybody was very good. So that's probably enough time. And I had to mention those things first because I want to put the pictures in at the beginning. And now I want to show you. Jen was so generous, and she gave me a gift. If you recall, a few months back, Jen went with me when I met up with Rose from Rose Likes Crochet, and we hit like every place in the area of Chicago. We weren't actually in Chicago, but outside of Chicago, in the suburb of Chicago. We hit I swear, every place that might possibly sell yarn within a 20-mile radius. We had such a good time. And I found and I purchased one of these Crafter's Square teeny weeny. Can you see how thin that yarn is? In this beautiful purple, but that was the only one that they had in the store. At Dollar Tree. These were from Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree up here, the Dollar Trees in Northern Ohio, did not get these. At least in my area of Northern Ohio, we did not get these. These thin, beautiful. I love them. I love the color. And she gave me 2 in white. So she gave me 2 in purple and 2 in white. So now I have 3 purple because I did buy the one that they had at the store that day. And I think I might have bought a couple of white as well. So I might have 3 white too. Anyway, I loved the color and I couldn't get it. And then you could buy them and they would ship them to my store. But I think you had to buy an entire case and you didn't get to pick the color. Well, it's very thin yarn. I only wanted the purple and, you know, an offsetting color. So I was real happy for that. Thank you so much, Jen. She ordered by the case, and so she gave me some of the purple. Then she also gave myself and Rosalie, because we are friends, a friend's mug. Isn't that so cool? You know, the show Friends. And now you get all that memorabilia from Friends. And I just think that was so fabulous. I haven't taken mine out of the box yet. Oh, shoot. Don't mind the crinkling or the crunching, or sorry for the noise. Let's just go with that. But I wanted to kind of keep it special. So it's the, you know, around their door, the peephole in their door in their apartment. And then it says Friends. Oh, my ring light is getting it, but it says Friends. Oh, let's put it closer there. Isn't that so cute? I totally love it. She says, well, we are friends. And I said, we are. So, so I got this mug. Yes, ma'am.
My mom and I are going to do the phone thing really quick.
Oh, you are going to go? Hold on just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Chloe's going, and she wanted to say goodbye. So, what else did I have for you? I'm debating, do I want to make this into more than one video, because I'm already 15 minutes and I have a lot more to talk about. You know, if I try to do a video every day, I can't come up with anything. If I want to do it every 2 days, barely enough for a video. Then if I go like every 3 days-ish, I've got so much to say. I don't get it. But that is what's happening here. I have some updates. I am working and doing, working on, what is it? Rock 2022 AU with, that was the hashtag. Hashtag Rock 2022 AU with Judy from Witch Pizza Crafts. And her thing is that twice a month, the 1st and the 15th. She's going to show you an album cover, and she can go into all the details. And then you pick colors or inspiration from that album cover and make a part of a blanket, or somebody had a great idea. They're making bookmarks, and then they're going to donate them to the library. I'm like, that's a fabulous idea. Not something too lengthy to make. So I totally love that. I'm, making squares. So I think I showed you the first square, and then I changed up something that I was going to do, and then I rethought that because I think I was thinking about it when I was exhausted and things weren't working out. But anyway, so I did the first square. The album cover was something from Pink, and it had a big, like, mustard orange. At least in my view, it looked mustard orange. I don't know, or mustard yellow. I don't know if it really was mustard yellow, but that's what the color looked like through my camera. And so I made, and then there's pink. So I made this square, and originally I just stopped at the cream border, which was where I would join. But then I decided to add the pink because I had this thought in my brain that I'm going to do 2 colors. And so then the second square would be the pink with the cream, and then the first color square, you see, so that they would go like that. And I think that's really awesome. I like that together. And then I would join in cream, the same cream from here. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's definitely what I want to do. And at the end, I will have 24 squares, and I'll go 4 by 6 to join them. And then the next 2 weeks later comes out the next square. And then I realized that it's twice a month, so then that's 48 squares. I don't want to do a 48 square blanket. That's a lot. So in the theme of I'm going to do 2 different squares, I picked this 2 weeks. The album was Ghana, Gannon or something. I'm not the biggest. I never know who sings what. I don't follow musicians and actors and actresses. I just don't follow any of that. I mean, I like to listen to music, and I might know the words to the song. I don't know who sang it. I don't know what the name of it is. I could never tell you what the album was. That would be like, whoa. But anyway, there was a lot of orange and like sunset. There's an airplane flying, and there's a sunset. There's colors in there, oranges, and a big red, like rock looking thing, and black or dark brown. I don't know. So I chose these colors, the orange, the dark orange, and then my cream for joining, and then the bright orange. So then square number 2 would be the reverse. But when I went to make square number 2 is when I realized that's 48 squares. I'm not doing 48 squares. So I have 3 squares to do 24. Oops, dropped something. I need that. So I have 3 squares. And so I thought, well, I could just do the 24 squares, 2 per month for 12 months, 24. Yeah, got it. And go 4 by 6. And I'm like, wait, I've got this oddball square that would make 25 squares, so I could go 5 by 5. So that's what I'm going to do. This first square is going to have 2, and I probably won't even put them together. I don't know. I'm going to start joining when I have 5. And I am not sure what join I'm going to use yet, but I'm going to stop at this. So what yarns did I use? So there will be 25 squares, and I am going to pick 2 colors because I do like that idea. And I really love the reverse, opposite squares. I have to keep that in mind for another project. But I do like that. Maybe that would even be really cool to like join these for a sweater, just do opposites, for whatever. I like it. Anyway, I used the white, the cream that I'm joining with is Antique White, and this was Stitch Studio Classic by Nicole. That was from AC Moore, and this matches the medium, the cream, the whatever in the Big Twist. They're like the same color. They have a white, and then they have like a cream, and there's one in the middle, and I can't remember what they call it, but this color and that color match. That's the one I'm having a hard time finding, but they'll have it in stock again, so I'm not really worried about it. The pink was a big, huge ball. One of those like mega balls, 1-pounders, that I got from my discount store for real cheap. And so I don't know what yarn that is, but I just used it as a scrap. The orange, also something that I got from Dreamweaver yarn that I got from that discount store, Marks. And I don't know whatever happened to the label on it, but it never said anything anyway because that yarn didn't. It was just like generic. The bright orange, or the dark orange, is called, I've hidden that. This is I Love This Yarn. And I think I have clipped the color. Yep, the color is called orange. And that's just, you know, it was a scrap from, I don't remember what I used it on. But anyway, that was just scrap. I love this yarn, which I'm going to cake up and stick in my scraps over here. And then the mustard color is called Saffron. And this is Basic Stitch from Lion Brand. And so they're all, you know, 4-weight acrylics, and that's what's left. And that's what's left of that project. So I am doing that. And that's that. My blanket from Mikey, the Calming Comfort Crochet Along from, I think it's Yarn, no, I think it's from Crochet Crowd, not Yarn Inspirations. I am using the mandala in the color Gnome, and now I have started with yarn bark. I started on my biggest cake. So I have now 2 of the small cakes in here, so I've got 1,100 yards in here. And the next pattern pieces came out this morning, Sunday morning, and I believe it's the final. But I am caught up to start with today's today's part. And let's see what I got. So it's gotten rather large. I'm going to say it's probably not quite baby blanket size yet, but this is how it's working up. And I don't know what you can see because it's in front of my face and I can't see. But this is how it's working up. I totally think I love it. I know, you know, some of you with the OCD, you're seeing, you're like, I see the changes, I see the changes. But to be honest with you, a lot of the colors, and these are, you know, the regular size cakes. I had 2 of the regular size, 590 yards. So there's 1,180 yards in this so far. I think it's a 3-weight. Yeah. But even at the first color changes, which I can't find right now, some of the colors would not have even gone around at the very beginning. There's like this grayish color. I'd have had to taken it totally out because it wouldn't make a round one time. It didn't make it around one time. There's a bright green that right here. It didn't make it around one time, even when the blanket was much smaller. Like, that's all the bright green there is right there. So I would have had to really take the cakes apart and destroy them and not be able to use parts of it at all. And I'm going to give it to my nephew is having a baby, and I'm making a blanket for that baby, and a ball and some toys, and I'm crocheting. Give me something to crochet, right? I mean, not like I need more. But anyway, I'm going to give this to the older sister. She is 7. I believe she turned 7 last summer, and it's so fun, and it's got a lot of texture, and it's not too heavy. She can use it winter and summer because it's it's a lightweight 3. And even at 7 years old, she loves crochet things. She likes to watch me crochet when I see her, and I have offered to try to teach her, but we don't see each other that often anymore. Lives have gotten in the way, and they're busy, and we camp every weekend in the summer. And in the winter, I don't know. We used to get together all the time with the families, but there's COVID. Ever since COVID, we hardly ever see them. And COVID has run amok through their family now. COVID's run amok through my family this year. So some of them had COVID last year. It's just we don't get together too much. I think COVID got us out of the habit. I hate to say that, but I think it's true. And I love being with them. So hopefully maybe we'll start getting together more now that people are healthy again. What else do I have to show you? We went on our little trip to Ollie's, and I bought one of those Pound of Loves in the pistachio green, which I didn't bring up here. And I bought giveaways for my from when I am hosting the Amigurumiwars. That is, I believe I'm in April. I'm the host of that. So start looking for patterns to send to me to pick out. If you're not familiar with Amigurumiwars, Anita from Yarn Over Hook Crochet is a great amigurumi maker, and she is hosting Amigurumiwars. If you don't know her, I will have her linked. I will have everybody that I talk about linked. I hope I don't forget anybody. But I will have her linked. Go over to her channel, check her out. She has Miko, who I have a picture of right over here. Miko is her dog. He's a Pomeranian Husky, I think. Pomsky. And she loves to make amigurumis, so she's hosting Amigurumiwars, which her month is January. She's starting it off. And my month, I believe it's April. So if you see an amigurumi pattern, like on Ravelry, something that's free, a tutorial, I'm submitting this pattern for next month. This was a Michael's hang tag. And I think February's host is Addicted to Yarn, Nikki. I believe that's who's hosting Amigurumiwars in February. So you submit free patterns. Up to 6 free patterns are going to be drawn. Well, definitely 6 free patterns. And they can be tutorials. They can be Etsy. They can be anything like this that you can get from free. I'm hoping it's on... The hang tag is in Michael's right now because I got it when we were shopping. But I couldn't find it on the website, so I don't understand that. But I'm sure we can find it somewhere. So I am submitting, because if it's free, can we even take a picture and just, like, of the directions, if it's a free pattern, and share it? I don't know. That I don't know. But anyway, I want to submit the Warhol to Nikki for next month. So how it goes is you get your patterns together, you submit them up to, there's going to be a drawing for 6 free patterns and 2 paid for patterns. So if there is a paid for pattern like on Etsy or Ravelry, you can submit those patterns as well. Just submit them. These are the free, these are the paid for. And the host on the first of the month, who's ever hosting that month, will draw out of the patterns that the subscribers submit, will draw 6 free patterns and 2 paid for patterns. Every amigurumi that you make and submit a picture to the host for that month gets put into a drawing. At the end of the month, however the host wants to do it. If they want to, whoever submitted the most, to, just draw randomly. Each drawing gets you a submission. I mean, I don't know. However they want to do they're in charge of their month and their giveaway. At the end of the year, the person that submitted the most entries for the whole year gets, I think, a gift from all the hosts. I think that's how that works. They're like the winner, whoever submitted the most entries. Like that's a year away, so I'm not real concerned about it. But whoever wins gets gifts from, I'm pretty sure, from all the, I think that's what we agreed to as hosting. So I think I'm hosting in April, and what's in this bag is what you win. And I'm not going to show you yet. But I have the prize, and I'm putting it right here. So in April, remind me, I stuck it in there. That's the prize. And next month is coming Nan's Next Knots. I think she said she's starting in February. It'll be Luck of the Draw 5. I have found my pattern, and I'm going to attempt to put a picture here. It's a tutorial, so it's a free pattern. It's a shawl. I was kind of not wanting to do a shawl, but I'm going to do a shawl. Because who wears them? But I think I will. I'm going to attempt to try to use this one because I think it's gorgeous. And I'm right now can't remember the name of it. But I will link it. And I am going to do it with, it kind of is like flowers, and it has fringe, and it's so cute. And I want mine to be done in pastels. So I'm using white, and this is Caron Simply Soft. White will be my, if you don't know how the Luck of the Draw works from Nan's Next Knots, you pick 9 colors. 1 is your base color, and you need the most of that color. My base color for this is going to be white, and like I said, they're like big flowery kind of things. They're not really flowers, but they have a more solid center, and then it gets lacy, so it's very lacy, frilly. I love it. So the centers are going to be white. At some point I thought I would do some centers white and some not center, but I think I'm just going to do all the centers white. I don't know, we'll see as it comes. And then you have 8 other colors, and you number them 1 through 8. And every week on Thursday, Nan puts out a very quick video where she draws the color, shows her project. This is her pattern. I made a Ruana out of it. But this is the pattern that she does, and this is the first Luck of the Draw that I did. Then I did the Luck of the Draw where I made the snowflake Christmas blanket. That was also a Luck of the Draw. You don't have to use her pattern. You can make anything that you want. So I'm making this shawl because I don't want to make another blanket. And I am using Big Twist and Simply Soft, and I am using pastel colors. So let's see what I got. I have them all bagged up. I'm all ready to go. So this one is Big Twist Tranquil, and the color is eluding me. Big Twist Tranquil, 100% acrylic. Oh, this color is called Bubblegum Pink. It's so fun. This one is Big Twist Mint. This one is Big Twist. I should know where that color is. Oh, this one is called Soft Touch. These others are called Tranquil. They're all a 4-weight. I don't know what they look like, the same yarn. I don't know what the difference is. And I can't find the color name. Color Lavender. So I'm doing all pastels. This is Caron Simply Soft, and this one is color Gold. I didn't have a, oh yeah, I did. And this one is Soft Touch again from Big Twist, and the color is 4-weight yellow. Love that yellow. Then we have the Big Twist Soft Touch again in the color Pale Blue. This one you can see it better. And then we have 2 more. Spring Green, and this is Soft Touch again, Big Twist, and the Piece de Resistance. This is the Soft Touch, and the color is Magenta. So, I don't know if I can get any possible way to get all of these up here, and then we'll look and see what's the difference in these yarns. Can we get them all? So that's what my blanket colors are or my shawl colors are going to be. I like them. Okay, that's Caron Simply Soft, which, it's a number 4. Everybody's familiar with it. It's 100% acrylic. I'm trying to look at the yardage. 6 ounces, 315 yards. So I have a couple of those. I mean, a couple of Caron Simply Softs because I'm doing the white. So this one is called Tranquil. This one is called Tranquil. This one is Soft Touch. Okay, let's see what's the difference in these. I have them all in a big blanket bag, blanket size bag. So, oh, there's a big difference in the yardage. I mean, the yarn, look at the yarn, it looks the same. So the Tranquil is 371 yards, 5.95 ounces, 340 meters, 170 grams. The Soft Touch is 270 yards, 5.29 ounces, 247 meters, 150 grams. The Tranquil is what I just purchased. They both are 4-weight. The Soft Touch is the one I got last, like, spring or fall or something. Probably fall, when they were putting the summer colors on clearance. Because I only buy clearance yarn and when possible. Yeah, they're both 100% acrylic. So the new big twist that they're calling Tranquil might have a little bit more of a halo on it, but you get more yardage. And you probably are paying more, but I don't remember what I paid before or now. I know it was on sale when I just bought it. I think it was $2.99, regular $5.99, and I just, that I just bought when I was shopping with Jen and with Jen. Rosalie did not go shopping anymore because she was done. So that's that. And I told you, I'm putting the Norwal pattern in for Nikki. Then I'm also doing, and I think my month is September, with Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, and she's doing the copycat thing. And I found my pattern for my month, which is September. You know me. It also is a free pattern that I got from Michaels. And I've got time to decide on the yarn, but it is like a corner-to-corner Grafgan, and that's what we're making. An elephant blankie. I know, blankets. At least that's what I'm thinking we're making at this point. So I have those patterns, and that's up and coming. And then the other only thing that's up and coming that I'm going to, I mean, I have other projects that I haven't worked on to show you. Like no significant progress, but Jada and Stitches is doing a monthly crochet along sampler blanket for Tunisian crochet. Now, if you've been with my channel for any amount of time, you know that you might remember that I had started making a Tunisian shrug. It wasn't coming out well. So I decided that I'm going to frog that thing. And I started frogging it. And I was going to try again. Well, I'm going to try again. I'm not going to do the sampler blanket because I have trouble with sampler blankets, sampler anythings. If you have to connect them together, my gauge never stays the same. When you change stitches, I crochet differently. If I'm tired, I'm maybe tighter, or if I'm in a hurry, I'm faster. Then my stitches are tighter. If I'm falling asleep, my stitches are probably not accurate and looser. So, so then when you change the stitch, that's it. I mean, I can, my gauge, even if I'm faster or slower, tighter or looser, it's within like a tolerable. But if you change the whole stitch, I just have the hardest time getting anything to be the same size. So that being said, I'm not going to make a sampler blanket. I'm not going to make squares. I think I'm going to make like cowls or scarves and just keep going so I get more and more practice with each stitch on the Tunisian. And she said it's not going to, like, each square is going to be like 38 stitches wide. So I can make it as big as I want. And 38 stitches for a scarf might be kind of big, wide, but that could be, folded in half and it's tubular, or you could use it as a like hat scarf thing, where it would be big enough to put over your head maybe. I don't know, because the I don't know how wide the 38 stitches is really going to be. But I did watch the first tutorial, or I didn't watch the tutorial, I watched the introduction part of it. And I'm saving the tutorial until I can, when I finish the crochet crowd, I'm going to start that. And I'm not going to, I don't care if I get one done every month, but I am going to follow that along, even if it takes me 2 years and I do one every 2 months, just to learn the stitches on the Tunisian, because I think some of the Tunisian stitches are just so gorgeous. And I really do want to be good at it. And I think Jada is a great teacher. I've learned a lot from her in the past. So I'm going to try that. And so that is going to be on my hook sometime soon. This month, I don't know, hopefully. And then I also, have the projects that I want to finish. But this Mikey blanket should be done this week, hopefully. And I'm done until next month with the hashtag rock 2022AU. Nan's Next Nats hasn't started. And then I have the baby blankets, or the baby blanket and the toys that I'm doing for the baby. So I think that's like not too bad. I know there's projects. I have to look at my little book. I think that's everything that I'm working at. I think I'm like pretty much caught up. It seems like maybe there's another crochet along once a month, but I can't think of what it is right now. And I kind of wanted to join Sandy's and Heather the Crochet Witches, but you can only do so much. And I'm done. I had already committed to all these other little projects, so maybe I'll try to catch up and do some of theirs too. We'll see, depending on how many projects I got going at one time. You know how that is. So I think that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thanks for watching, sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing. My husband and I are going to go to the grocery store when we're done here, and if I can convince him, we might work in the yarn room. We are off tomorrow too, so it might be nice to be able to move some things around down there. And then as that progresses, I can show it to you. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.